What's up, everybody? It's the Unprofessional Podcast with
Fool, my bad fool.
Austin Hall.
And our special guest, Mr. Yoursie Thomas.
Word. Follow me on the gram.
Word.
Yeah.
Follow Yoursie on the gram.
This word, that is so 80s. That's so 80s, nigga.
Word.
Hey, food just spat on my arm and shit.
All right, nigga. I just blessed your ugly
You got the
ass.
wet ass lips. You ugly.
Bless you. I should be ugly to you.
Ugly.
These young cats you better hope you live long enough.
You know,
to
so
live
crazy
to,
when
to
niggas call you young
old.
cats. You know what? I am young.
You are. You better hope you live
told
long
me I
enough
look
to
good.
use
You
your
the
old.
oldest. You the
Nigga, told me that shit
oldest.
before.
Nigga, if I die right now, I done did a lot of shit.
Fuquan, you the oldest young motherfucker I know.
I didn't even know I was gonna live this long. How about that?
You like a
Shit.
50-year-old
nigga.
teenager, nigga.
Right, I just got blessed again.
Nigga, I'm sprinkling you, nigga. You 40,
God
nigga.
damn, you got a sprinkler in his
I just
mouth.
got
man.
blessed
Because you ain't got
again.
no lips. That's how, you keep all that shit contained.
No, this is regular lips.
Staring at-
Those are not regular lips.
Staring at his mouth kind of hard,
Those
bro.
are South Asian Korean lips. Nigga, they all
yours
fucked
is
up.
South Newark motherfucking.
South
no, not
Africa.
even.
Oh, you didn't finish
Nigeria.
it. You didn't finish
That
it.
nigga couldn't do the layup. He went
Shit.
stole the ball,
He was
went
like,
for the layup, and airball.
I didn't know what else to say. But you got the big ass lips though.
All right, cool. Bitches like big lips. You see they trying to get injections.
That's some hood shit.
That's
Just
facts,
period.
though.
Everything go back to bitches. Bitches like it though.
Yeah, exactly. Bitches like it.
Y'all know there's a guest in the house, don't you?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
man.
it's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
I
Well,
mean,
you
shit,
speak
we
up,
see you
man.
every
Hey, how y'all
fucking
doing?
day.
Family.
I didn't know
You
y'all
ain't no
started
guest.
off bagging on each other.
Yeah,
You
we
ain't no
talk.
guest.
That's incredible. Wow.
So
Yeah.
what's up, Yoursie? How long you been in the game, bro?
25 years.
25 strong
Still going
years.
strong. son.
Jersey representative.
25 years.
Word.
So when I first met Yoursie, I met him like when he came off, he had like literally did jokes that I thought were insane. So,
Right.
and then when I found out he was from Jersey, that gave me more Jersey pride. Like, yo, we out here repping, yada, yada, yada. And I was just amped just to know this guy.
Oh, man.
And his name was
yours.
Yoursie. I was like, yo, this nigga got a fucked up name just like me. That's probably why he
I
ain't
thought,
know
he,
you.
I thought he was foreign when I first met him. Then I said the last name. I was
You
like,
think
all right.
everybody foreign.
I do think everybody's foreign.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yo,
Yeah, I
DC.
do.
I know.
Yo, DC.
So how long you guys been doing stand-up?
I'm
Y'all look
about like
babies. Y'all
9,
look
10.
like y'all
I'm
still
about like
wearing
9,
Pampers.
10 years in the game.
I'm
Nine.
4 and a half.
4 and a half.
man.
4.5.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all started together, huh?
4.5.
That's
yeah.
cute.
We didn't start together. That's all right, man. You
I
gotta
don't
make
know.
everything
Y'all
gay.
been friends for a long time. Y'all probably started
Nah,
together.
I did know them.
Did y'all sign up together?
Time.
Did y'all know?
Man, I gotta
so
honestly
basically, y'all
say-
in bed with comedy together.
I gotta honestly say, man, since I've met you guys, your progression when it comes to your comedy has definitely been
Thank you.
up to par.
But you actually helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
And I really
Talking about.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You've done a lot for. I think you do that for
a lot of people.
A lot of people, and you've always done that. And I think that's such a beautiful thing that you do
Right.
for people.
I don't
He
mind.
do
I
that
don't-
shit for food. I tell you that shit.
That's
No, I'm playing.
because he
I
saw
don't
no
mind.
hope in you.
No, he see a gimmick. He see a gimmick. and
Damn,
he's like,
Dante
he's
know
got
me
a-
so well.
He's like a gimmick. He said, "Yo, an Asian that talks black, nigga, I'm about to win with this nigga.
That's a diamond.
I'm about to
that's
beat
a
Diddy
diamond
this
in the
nigga.
rough.
Hell yeah.
That was a bad plan because it didn't work.
No, you working, but you working though. You doing your numbers. But yeah,
It's been crazy. Look, it's been week. So Monique is back. Talk.
I was gonna say I want to ask Yoursie some more questions.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're a regular at the comedy store, right?
I am. I've been a regular there since I want to say mid '90s, maybe the late '90s.
So-
I got passed, and my name got put up on the wall. It was in.
Got that name on that wall. cuz.
That
Got
name on the
name
wall
on that
matters.
wall,
I'm gonna tell you
bruh.
something though. Nah, you know what, man? It was
matters.
a milestone that I was so excited to get, but once you get it, it's like, okay, well, what's next? You know what I mean? And it didn't really live up to the hype that I was expecting.
But
to have my name up on the wall did gain some respect from a lot of comics.
It's like, it was
Absolutely.
like getting married and then
Finding out the
Yeah,
marriage
you
was
was like-
like
You
in
got the
prison.
same old
I
pussy.
don't even, this bitch ain't worth what
Yeah,
she
pussy
what she
all
told me.
dried
So you know what's crazy? So like for a comic like me, when I first started, I only had like 2 years with Missy.
Right.
Missy, who owns the comedy
Yeah.
store. So it was always getting passed by her. Like right now, these comics are getting passed. No disrespect to them. They're not that whole era of what comedy store is and then the golden age and what makes it comedy store and getting your name on the wall. It's like, not saying I don't respect them guys, but it ain't that oomph.
Right.
So let me ask you
You starting to
this.
sound old, fool.
I'm not old. I'm
Old
seasoned.
and bitter.
Nigga, you trying to make me come in.
Old and bitter.
Shit changes. Shit
Don't
changes,
make me
fool.
old. No.
Shit changes, man. Sometimes you just have to adapt to the changes.
So you adapted to Tommy racistness? Because that's what took over around
I
my
did
time.
adapt to it. I had to. I had no choice. You
think
know what I mean? And I
everybody did.
came in there with my chest up, and he wasn't going to push me up out of there. Like he ran all them other cats, like Sergio and.
Oh, damn, I forgot about Sergio.
He ran a lot of black comics out of there. You know what I mean? But I stood my ground because Mitzi passed me, not him.
Yeah, so that meant something.
And I still go there to this day.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this: for somebody who's been around for that long, and you've seen the people that got passed back then, like, do you really see a difference? Because sometimes, like, a generational perspective is like we cherry pick.
Okay.
So we like, yo, rap ain't what it used to be, but you'd be like, man, it was only a couple of groups that was really solid, and there was a bunch of people that you never really heard of. They just the people that was solid made it to the history books. And you pick them out. So is there something like that going on?
You saying as far as the quality of comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Oh, yeah. I mean, and then it's, I got to be honest. Yeah, from my perspective, yeah, it sucks. When I look at the list, I'm like, well.
Who's the bums you think? Go ahead. You scared, nigga?
Go air out.
I air niggas out. Fuck them niggas.
I mean, I respect all comedians, bro. First and foremost, I respect the art. I respect the comedy. And it takes a lot of guts and balls to do this shit. And I'm not trying to
name some of the people,
but
bro?
listen,
There's a lot of bums out there.
There are cats I see on the list, man. And for instance, I love the dude, but Jason Galerin is one dude that I see that gets a lot of good spots on there. But he's a school teacher, and he has to juggle, being a teacher and a comedian, and it's not transpiring well when it comes to being on stage. I listen to what I'm saying and listen to the subtext of what I'm saying.
Like,
he about to explain. He about to
this nigga
sugarcoat
be
it.
as Charlemagne right now. Nigga, is he funny or not?
Dante said, "Hey,
Listen, I mean, like I said though, he's a great dude, but his comedy is not doing well.
The nigga ain't funny, basically what you say.
If you want to say that, then fine.
No, I'm
but
saying
he
you
gets
said that.
prime
If
spots
he was a
there.
basketball player, can he shoot?
Would he be Austin Rivers? If he was a basketball player, would he be
renew his
Austin
contract?
Rivers?
He's no Steph Curry. Okay,
Okay.
but
So
He's Seth Curry.
he's Steph Curry.
Seth
Okay.
Curry.
Steph
Is he
Curry.
still
Steph.
playing?
Yes.
But no, but seriously though,
Is
when I
that
look at the
the middle or
lineup and me and the other comic had this conversation, and when we see him on there, it's like he shouldn't be getting the middle spot. I mean, yeah, I respect the fact that he's on the list, but he should be somewhere a little further down to where he can develop his material, but not in the middle of
So
the show
what you
because that's
think
not
it
what
is?
Mitzi would do. Mitzi wouldn't do that.
So
know
what do
I
you
mean?
think it is? Well, like, what is he? He come in with the right
no,
people?
I think it's the talent coordinator. He shows favoritism. And that's what it is. And he shows favoritism to those he like, and that hangs out with him and shoot the gip about whatever, and he hangs out at parties or whatever.
So what exactly comes to, like, when you get your name on the wall?
It's Hollywood. That's
So
what
when
they
you
do.
get your name on the wall, what comes with that? I heard you could park in the back. I heard you always go up. I heard you never just those type of things.
But
what's supposed to come with it?
Aren't, and it's
But
you
what
would
are the
you would
privileges?
expect to move further and be developed throughout the Comedy Store. That's what Mitzi does. That's what she was doing. But then there's those who don't fit the criteria. Eventually, they wind up getting pushed off the list. Like I was pushed off. You know what I mean? But I still go there because I respect the club.
Have you ever had a conversation with management, like, to get your name back into circulation?
I talked to the talent coordinator, and his answer was, "We don't have anything for you right now."
Well, hold
Wow.
on. Who's okay, so, because, like, I really stopped just going there, man. After
Yeah,
the
me too.
raffle and shit like that, I was like, yeah, 'cause that's funny.
You start going there. I got banned.
Yeah.
You got banned.
Nigga, you know I was banned. Nigga,
what?
I still go there. I wasn't banned.
You ain't know I couldn't get in the club?
I'm banned sometimes depending on who I'm with.
Right.
So I go there with some
So wait,
people.
why did you get banned?
Do you want to hear the whole story?
The whole story. I
The
want
whole
the
story.
fucking
I went
story.
there was
Well, what'd you do?
Okay, I went there for Crack 'em Up Thursdays because I used to host as well, and I went there with some girls, like 3 girls. It was like a black girl, Spanish girl, and a white girl. The white girl was the most rowdiest one, and she was heckling, not really heckling, but she was talking to her friends, and she was being obnoxious. We was all telling her to calm down. They sent a security girl. I don't know her name. She just has colorful hairs, and she's fat, and she doesn't like me. And they sat her behind us, and I was a bit upset. Like, yo, either we don't need a chaperone, either you're gonna kick us out,
Or
or
let it
you
go.
know what I mean, just
I got
let
you.
things go. So upon that, the girls ended up leaving because they had to go somewhere else. Really fucked up my pussy. So when it was my turn to go on stage, I leaned in on the shit,
Right.
and they were pretty much offended.
Leaned in how?
Of
I
course
was
they
talking
were.
shit.
This nigga
Did
was-
pretty much what every
this
comic
nigga
does.
was eating her alive,
Yeah,
bro.
I was going in. So
Basically fucking her
she
up.
got to finish. She got mad. She told her superior, Her superior tried to talk to me, but I felt there was nothing to talk about.
You know what's so funny is the Comedy Store, but you use superior. Like,
I mean, her superior. She ain't my superior.
I know, but like I was like a real security force. Like her superior.
You
I'm
got
like,
banned just for making fun of her.
Yes, I bet. So that's what it goes to. I got banned for just leaning in on her, and that's why I feel I was banned.
Right. You got banned.
But they sent out emails. They said they sent me an email, which I never got.
I got you.
And it happened like that. Pretty much the same way they ended up banning.
Why you ain't apologize?
I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, why did they? Why did Red? Because I saw that shit on the internet, bro.
So I watched I posted the TMZ.
You posted it?
I posted that shit. I'm team. We're banned, nigga. You don't know
we all banned.
Now they say he don't know we teamed up, but Red Grant we teamed up.
Like,
so basically he parked in the back because as a person who has your name on the wall, you can't park in the back.
His name's on the wall?
Yes, his name been on the wall for years.
Okay.
So he parked in the back. The manager or whoever that dude was got mad, like, who the fuck car is this? They had a verbal altercation, and he got banned. And so upon showing up again, that's when they said, well, we send out emails to let you know not coming to the club. And when you get emails, you're supposed to get a personal email as well, letting you know that you're not allowed to be in here, so you know not to come, which he never got. And so, with that being said, he posted a video on his own.
Oh, I remember that. They was kicking him out. But I didn't see. Yo, what is the fucking hierarchy there? Because I thought Adam was really running the shit.
I don't really know. That's Yoursie. Yoursie might give me a little.
Adam wasn't in the video.
Isn't Adam the boss?
Adam's
the talent coordinator.
Okay, right.
Eric
is the GM.
He's just a security, basically. He's like the top security. That's how he approached me. Like, yo, I'm top security.
Adam security.
Well, that's the way he approached me. He's like, yo,
top flight, bro.
Who are you, Fuquan? I said, yo, come talk to me. He put me aside. He did it real cool.
All right.
Said, you can't be here. You've been banned. I said, I didn't know I've been banned. Why am I
they got a
banned?
list? You think they got a list in the
there's a list of niggas that are banned.
Hilarious,
nigga. I've done the most in there and not been banned for those things, but I've been banned for this.
So let me ask you this, right? Because like it used to like mean something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to go there. It was almost like
it was school.
Like a team. Like you had to go to that university to be on the wall or whatever. But now, like, I just saw, well, that wasn't just
nigga, you could book a commercial.
Like, Hannibal Buress is on the wall. And I'm like,
he don't even come.
Hannibal Buress ain't even fucking California.
That's another thing, too. A lot of those comics didn't pay their dues. You know what I mean?
Like, they got their names up on the wall. Hannibal paid his dues, but he
they didn't pay their dues at the comedy store.
Yes, no, that's what I mean. I'm like, he went to NYU, but Harvard gave him a degree, which is weird.
And it's crazy because there's people that are, they grind that comedy, but what got them on the map was a commercial or a movie or a TV show, and that's what got their name on the roll, not because of their comic abilities.
You know what's weird about this business is that,
or this club,
just the business in general. When you don't have shit, they don't want to fuck with you. But when you get shit, they'll fuck with you.
Fact
like,
but then when you trying to fuck, you try to fuck with them, you know what I mean? They don't want to fuck with you. But then it's like vice versa, same thing, you know?
Yeah, that's life though.
That's
like life, bro.
But it's just fucked up, you know what I mean?
And you know what's so crazy? I'm banned right now, but if I go there with some people that have establishing names, they say nothing to me. I walk in.
They got to.
They don't say nothing. They look at me and they say, "What's up, Fuquan?" The girl who initially doesn't like me, she turns out the way, and it's cool. Then I show up the next day by myself. Fuquan's here. Food's here.
I don't necessarily agree with all of their practices or whatever, but from the day that I started comedy, they have transformed that place into like, yo, this is always packed. Because I used to be able to go there and watch the 12 headliners in a row in this empty back room. Now that shit is always fucking full.
Now it's all 3 rooms.
All full.
The main room, they used to close.
OR used to be so fucking dark, and every comic was dark, and they would go on.
They would run the main room some days.
It's a different time.
And they would run. They would run out the audience. Literally, they would run the audience out. I remember starting. They would run the audience, and they thought that was good comedy, and they would keep letting these people go up after they ran these people.
Right.
And they are fucking choosy who the fuck they fuck with. Yeah. And the only nigga
do you think it's racist?
Yeah.
I think some part of it is.
Some.
I do.
The only nigga fuck with is Ian.
Then
Ian, who else? Who else other than Ian and Gerard?
I was just looking at the list right
If you want to count Eric. Eric Griffin.
I would say, yeah, to some degree
I'm talking about dark skinned niggas.
Because look.
Eric is funny as shit.
I'm one of y'all.
I'm not denying Eric. Eric is fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
I would never deny.
He is.
But he leaned more to
Jamar on the list.
but Jamar went to hell.
Tony Baker was on the list.
They wouldn't be. They're not racist towards people who have credits.
Yeah, exactly.
But if underneath that, they're very racist.
I mean, Tony ain't got no real credits.
Nigga,
Tony
but
been around.
but no, Tony.
I feel like
all the clubs are. Like that.
Tony has.
Yeah, that's just.
Tony has a he got like mastered in, like he started working everywhere.
No, that's
he
what
had
I'm
a buzz
saying.
about
But
it.
like I'm like, yo, most of the time, any organization, any person, any woman in this place is not gonna fuck with you unless you got value that they see.
Right.
And that's just what this place is. This is what they've made it. Like,
Right.
That's everything. That's all. That's
That's
everything.
life.
Missy
This life. Bitches ain't
all
gonna see you on the
big
bus and
businesses
be
like
like,
that.
But
I
the
wanna
thing is-
get with him. Like,
But what I learned about Missy, she sees potential and she knows how to groom it.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
seen that.
I
Yeah.
got
And
you.
nobody doesn't
But
see
if
that.
after time, see these guys that are there now are just residues from Tommy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You see what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
it's going to take a while for that to burn
Did
off.
Tommy pass Gerard?
I don't.
Carmichael?
I don't
He
know.
he got passed around the Tommy era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh
he was
Tommy. Yeah.
He was
Oh, yeah,
around
of
the
course,
Tommy
yeah.
era.
Oh yeah.
I was.
So I mean, he's not 100% racist.
No, but Gerard caught a deal. He caught a holding deal, and they knew he was next.
Yeah.
And what's your name vouched for him? What's Chappelle's homeboy name? That's
Neil Brennan.
Neil Brennan.
Neil Brennan.
Yeah, that's a good
vouched for
voucher.
him.
Right.
Once you get that vouch from Neil, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good voucher.
Nigga, you can shit inside of.
I mean, but look, I'm sorry, man.
No, go
but it's all about your value. Like, that's why that's why Monique got offered what she got. Because they do the assessment, they analyze the situation.
And then
they're
lowball
like,
you a
yo,
little bit.
They lowball you. They're like, yo, you ain't selling out Madison Square. Why on earth? It don't matter about your Oscar. It don't matter about none of your fucking credits back in the day.
Right.
What do you got right
Today.
now?
And you know
that
what's so
can bring
crazy
to the
about that?
table?
Monique has a special on Netflix right now.
Yeah. But
She does?
Yes.
Long
But then
time
they grabbed
ago.
it and it doesn't have views, so they said, why are we going
That's what I'm
to renew your contract?
That's why the
What
girl.
does she want?
She wants
She wants
money.
more money. She
No, but
wants.
how
She
much?
wants to be
Does she know?
paid.
She wanted like
She wants 20
she
million.
said,
Nigga, more
same
than
thing
more
they
than
gave
500,000.
20
Schumer.
million or 13
What they
million.
give Amy Schumer?
Yeah, at least what they gave Amy Schumer.
Man,
That's what I
hell
said.
no.
You can't do that.
Why not?
She's worth.
Because Amy Schumer.
She's not worth that.
She's a
Amy
draw.
Schumer sold out Madison Square Garden.
So she's a draw.
Do you think Monique can sell out
Yeah. That's
the
what
sell
I'm
out the
like.
Bray
I don't think
Improv
she-
for the
no.
weekend?
Listen, if
Why do you think they gave Jerry Seinfeld the deal? Because he's a draw. Like
Okay.
Chappelle, he's a draw. Like,
if Madison Square Garden was in Augusta, Alabama, she'll sell that bitch out. It's in New York. She's not in New York Common.
But here's the thing. Until Madison Square Garden is in Augusta and she sells it out,
I said
you
Augusta,
getting
Alabama.
500,000.
Augusta, Georgia. I said
500,000.
Alabama.
Georgia, yeah.
Augusta, Georgia. My bad.
And the thing is, like, you know what? Like, it don't hurt me. That don't hurt me at all. Cause like we would all run and take that deal.
Yeah, that's
You know
what
I mean?
I'm
That's why I
kind
can't
of.
feel bad for you.
But imagine you put in the work Monique had.
Yeah, I
But
know.
how would you feel?
What? Listen,
Terrible,
Bruh,
But
it's
but
not
it is.
about-
I
Listen.
understand. I understand how you feel
That's
and
what
what's
I'm saying.
real. But imagine if you was stop. Imagine stop. Imagine if you was Monique and you put them stripes in, you put that thing in.
Okay.
Now how would you feel?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Terrible.
I think it's
You're
all.
speaking as- You're speaking as a producer.
I think.
No.
I think
I'm
it's
speaking
based.
as like, yo, go ahead.
I think it's based on her lifestyle. She needs that money so that she can keep paying for what she has. Because with my situation, I can't make my rent, but I will go and perform for less than what she's asking for. All of us would. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying be thankful for what the hell you was offered. Because it's based on her lifestyle. She's accustomed to a certain lifestyle and she wants to be paid more money so that she can continue to live that lifestyle.
Now she probably can't even get that.
That's
because
what
of
I'm saying.
But
she
the thing
did.
is, she can still sell out little theaters, big theaters down
easy.
south. But another thing is, she shouldn't be looking at other niggas' pockets. I feel.
Yeah, you can't look at other. I mean, you can't.
That's just some real nigga
First
shit.
of all, I'm
Get out of
500
motherfucking
I'm
pockets,
sorry,
you know what I
bro.
mean?
I'm sorry, bro.
$500,000 is what she was getting paid.
This might be a terrible. This
500,000,
might be
half
a
a million.
terrible
Yeah.
analogy, but I'm about to say
She was in another nigga pocket. Go, oh, that bitch getting that.
This is a
Bitch,
terrible
I'm this.
analogy.
I got Oscar.
I would have taken that 500,000.
You saw me run up them
bro.
stairs after
I'd have been
Precious.
content.
Bitch, I deserve
This
that
is
money.
like Robert Horry complaining that Michael Jordan got his contract.
But Ori
That
got a lot
Kobe
of rings.
Bryant. Who the fuck cares? Can Ori average 25? Hell no.
You turn mighty red for a light
That's
skin
something
nigga.
like, yo, man. Like, yo, you can't sit over here, no matter, even if you're a player, a GM, whatever, dog.
Right.
Reality is reality. Stay here. It's like, yo, you fucking everything up just because you ain't getting what you want.
Yeah.
Sell out Madison Square Garden. Because
prove yourself.
that was that precedent that was set, yo. You sell out Madison Square Garden, you can get this.
And not only that,
Madison Square Garden won't give her a show. They'd probably be like, nah, we're not going to
They'll give her a show.
they ain't gonna take
They
care of
might.
it.
You better
Here's
team
the
up with
thing.
Tiffany
But they'll
Haddish.
cut it in half. They'll cut it in half.
I won't even cut her down like that. I'm not gonna say, Monique, that you can't sell out Madison Square Garden. I'm
don't
saying,
think you-
yo,
I
you
don't think
can't
she can.
possibly look at somebody else and be like, well, she did this, I got this. If they not the same, who the fuck cares? It's a bunch of people. Cuba Gooding Jr. got an Oscar. That motherfucker been in C&D movies for the last 15 years.
Right. Right.
It
Good
don't
point.
matter like that.
Jamie
yo.
got an
It's-
Oscar.
Got a great point.
That's something like, yo,
Jamie-
3-6 Mafia got an Oscar.
Sometimes you just
Like,
gotta. Sometimes you just gotta be quiet and just take what's
Yeah,
offered to
And
you.
you start looking in other niggas' pockets.
Yeah.
And what did she say? She said they were gender bias,
Right.
female
what I'm saying,
bias.
man.
Yeah, that's like me
How?
pulling
They
a
gave
race
Amos
card.
Schumer the deal. They gave
That's what I'm
they
saying.
gave Dave
Dave
Chappelle
Chappelle
the deal.
the deal.
So they're not racist. They don't hate women.
They're
They
about
just-
money.
They just
It's about the money.
That's what
I
that's
just
what they
told
feel
you,
like she's worth.
She's accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle, and that's what she wants to continue.
But she's
So-
worth like $13 million.
But do you think she got 13 million?
I don't know. I mean, her net worth is like $13 million.
That doesn't,
Oh,
mean,
look
that
it
doesn't
up.
mean that's what it is.
Like,
though.
look
Yeah,
it
I know.
up.
I know.
Yeah,
I just
nigga.
told her not to
What it
count pockets, but I'm about
My
to
net
look
worth
at
about $20, but I only got 13 in my
Hey,
pocket.
look, hey, yo, and let me tell you about that though. I was sitting with Russell Peters, and we had just before we sat with him, I had looked at his net worth, and it was like 45 something.
Oh, he sells out everywhere, but not here.
I said that to him. I said, "Yo, your net worth is like 45." He's like, "Man, I ain't nowhere near that." So
He's one of the
most
biggest
of that stuff
comics
you
in
can't
the
believe.
world, but he's not
Yeah.
big in America
That's what
as
I'm
he
saying.
is in
You
fucking
say just give or
Canada and India and them
take.
other places.
Because they can't really count all of your fucking assets and liabilities, dog. Like,
It's a guesstimate.
it's a guesstimate.
Guesstimate,
But
right.
if somebody
It
is
could be way
guesstimating
off,
that you
though.
got 13 million, you're doing pretty good.
And you might be doing a
You
little
got at least
dirt.
two.
You doing fucking
You know what I mean?
good.
That's why she won that another 13.
Say, give me the money.
It says I'm worth 13. Let me really get
Hey,
that.
I looked mine up. It says what was left on my EBT card is what I was worth.
You got an EBT card?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
The
telling you,
struggle
man.
is real.
It's all about the money, man.
And I think her just, and she tried to boycott Netflix. Now
I ain't
she's
doing that shit.
And to me neither.
It's like burning a bridge, though.
Yeah, it was a terrible move.
And you know what
It
it
was
felt
a
like?
terrible strategy move.
It felt like it was like that boycott came out of left field, like boycott Netflix. What? Nigga, all these series coming out, bitch.
Hey,
Oh,
all
wait a minute,
these
hold on.
motherfuckers,
I
you
just-
telling regular motherfuckers that paid $9.99
Right.
for all these movies, you telling them I'm only getting $500,000.
Right.
So I'm saying, like, come on, that's not gonna work. For the rest of us, like, shit, I'll go do that shit for $500.
I mean, and they
that's
ain't
what
even
I'm
call you
saying.
nigga yet. Like,
Hey,
at least let
hey,
them call you nigga for a boycott with you.
How you gonna ask someone to boycott something after they pay for their prescription?
Nigga, you
or
asked me to
subscription?
boycott off of all the pussy Netflix done got me.
Netflix.
Right.
and
I don't
chill.
think one person, maybe her cousin.
Watch, I know one person, Rodney
maybe her
Perry.
cousin, Ronnie Perry did it.
He posted on his thing and said his subscription ends on the 9th of February. So this nigga got up to the
This
9th.
nigga watch it.
Bunch of shit. He gonna be watching everything to the 9th.
I'm with you. I'm
he's gonna
with you,
binge
Mo.
on Stranger
I'm with
Things.
you. I watched
with you.
everything anyway.
I watched everything
They
before.
ain't got nothing new.
I signed under my
just watched
sister
them.
name. I signed.
I watched everything, man.
And then she
You
took
better,
a sh-
hey, fool, you better hope your sister don't boycott it.
Hey man,
You ain't gonna have it.
Yeah, I
then my
stole-
mother got it. Nigga, somebody, I'm taking
I
Dante's.
stole subscription. From
I don't even use mine. I use Noel.
I'ma use Noel.
But and then she took then she said, "What did Oprah do for anybody?" And she started taking a shot at Oprah.
I like that though.
Oprah got a
I like
brand
when-
new car,
I like when
nigga. That's
people,
what
I
she
like
did.
when people take shots at people like Oprah though, because they so nice. It's like that kid who's like you just love him so much, man. Punch him in the fucking
But
face.
what
dog.
have you done for
That's some
anybody,
fool shit.
Monique?
Punch him
Right.
in
You're gonna
the
say
face.
something about Oprah.
Right.
Have you went and have you made somebody's career?
Do you have an all-girl school in South Africa?
You know what? She did a little more already. She
Yeah.
did more than you.
Yeah.
So how can you say someone didn't do anything when they actually did more than
But
you?
you got-
She's definitely pointing a finger.
But when comparing,
Yeah,
but
come
when
on,
compare
man.
Oprah to Monique, that's like somebody.
My
it's
thing
like
is, would
somebody
you
who
rather-
had $2 was like, "Have you ever given to a bus?" First of all, I give to the bus.
Nigga, even on a lower level, who would you rather fuck, Oprah or Monique?
Oprah.
Oprah.
Easy.
And that's some dumbass shit I just
Okay,
said.
but
But
take
we all
the,
gonna say
take
Oprah.
take the money out. Who you fucking?
Whoa.
Neither one. Nigga, I'm drinking off.
I knew everybody up here. Everybody up here made that decision because he was like, billions?
He said, take the
Billions?
money out of the equation. And what do you have?
Bitch gonna say she's gonna fuck me and Bill Gates take the money out of the situation. Of course she's gonna wanna fuck me.
Bitches.
What is Oprah worth? $3 billion?
Nigga, you don't
3 billion?
nigga, she got
Whatever
enough money
billion.
she can't count.
Right.
Versus a whole bunch of pork chop sandwiches.
Damn.
I mean, poor.
If I had $1 billion, man, if I had like $2 billion, I would just use $1 billion to just do stupid shit, dog.
Nigga.
I would see how many.
I'll cut, nigga, on some real shit. Nigga, I'll shut down the comedy store and make sure it's ran right.
Yeah.
No, I would just shut it down.
I wouldn't shut it down. It has a legacy.
Shut it
It
down
has a
and be like,
legacy.
y'all can't play comedy.
It has a
no more.
legacy. I would never shut down the comedy
It's
store.
the mecca of
I would
comedy.
paint
That's
it.
what
I
I'm
would
saying.
paint
It's
it
the
pink.
mecca.
It's not the club itself. It's just the people that are
And the leg-
operating it.
I would
right
paint
now.
that shit
Exactly.
And
pink.
it's not even the owners
I
or
would paint it.
It's just hot
It's not
right
even
now.
the Shore family.
do you mean it's hot?
It's hot. It's just hot. I mean, from when I first started like 4 years ago, it's a different place.
Oh, it's
No,
hot.
that's what I'm
Oh, it's
saying.
hot
It's
right
hot.
now. Yeah.
It's the hottest club in Hollywood.
It's hot. Laugh Factory is still where it was. Like Laugh Factory ain't blown up. Like,
So
I don't
you-
even know what
so
they
you-
They
so
kind
doing
of
with that.
the Laugh
So
Factory
you
kind of
think,
fell off a little
Yeah,
bit.
they did.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, definitely.
But if it wasn't for the black shows,
Oh, nigga,
Yeah.
you know what's so funny about every show in Hollywood? Every comedy spot, you know what's the most consistent earning of money?
Black
The black
All the
shows.
black nights.
yeah,
True.
And we get the least respect.
they got what
And
they
now we
got.
all-
Ruben got Tuesdays now over
and
there.
that's the most consistent shit.
They got Sunday over there.
Most consistent shit.
And is there one more?
No, that's it.
Nah, that's it, bro.
And they got,
They don't give you more than two.
Tawan-
better.
Who?
Mo
Mo
better.
better money.
Mo better
And
money.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
More
Right.
consistent shit over there.
Yeah.
Right.
And you go to
But then if you go to a black club,
Nigga,
it
we
ain't
ain't going
popping
there.
like that.
That's
No.
because of where it is, I think.
yeah, it's
location.
not in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's
It
I
makes-
mean,
Because
like
you
the
know,
union ain't got
'cause
bad. Like
I know
They
people
ain't got
like,
bad comics, but
Yeah.
nobody wants to go all the way to Pico.
I know people that hit me up. They're like, "Hey man, I want to come see you tonight. Where you at? J Spot? Where's that? Inglewood? You know what? I'm good. I'm gonna catch the next one.
I'm gonna catch you when you
Where's that? Like, you know what? I'm good.
It is about location.
Yeah, I mean,
So if it was a black club in somewhere in Hollywood, I'm pretty sure it would do pretty
I've
good.
never drawn anybody to a black club. They never come.
Hey,
I mean,
speaking of this,
ever.
I mean, there's always flappers, and flappers don't fuck with niggas.
Nah,
No, they don't have an
always
urban
be
night out there.
Burbank.
You know what's so crazy? No. You know what's so crazy? You know, flappers don't fuck with them. Look at the theme of it. The theme is the 50s. That lets you know they don't fuck with niggas.
Right. We were slaves back then.
We not
That's
even
what
trying
we
to
was definitely
change.
being
Yeah,
called
yeah.
niggas. So
We
they let you know they ain't fucking with us.
Right.
And I dig flappers. But I know they don't like niggas.
America never stopped being
You know,
great
I
at
mean-
flappers, though. America's never changing.
Right.
It's flappers.
I mean,
man.
look, that's the one thing I do like about Laugh Factory. I think they're pretty equal.
They're diverse.
They're very
diverse.
you know?
But still,
They had their bullshit,
like
but
that.
I think they're the most. I think
they're
I
the most
like
diverse.
improv.
yeah.
And
And they're the biggest.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And basically, Ha Ha basically leans towards like
Latin.
Latinos.
And as they should. Latino, at least they have a
It fits
home.
that crowd. That fits that area.
Well, all you got to do is just look at their lineups. It'll tell you.
Yeah, everybody
how they
ends
are.
with an ass. Gonzalez,
Yeah.
Martinez,
Ramos.
Remaz.
He ran out of two asses.
Fernando.
he ran out after two asses.
All right, nigga.
Martinez, Gonzalez.
Come on, man.
Cerrotes.
I mean, I like the ha, but and that's what they should do. They support their people.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
mad at
they're
that.
they're pretty fair too.
Yeah, they are fair.
I mean, as far as
And I've been-
as who they pick. I mean, it's racially diverse.
yeah, and I've been banned from there like
I'm
3
like,
times. They always let me come back.
Yeah.
Come on.
I would say though, don't depend on any of these clubs.
No,
to
it's
set
about
your
America
career
following
You
you.
gotta do it
because
yourself.
there's a lot of comics like Kevin Hart never really went through the Laugh Factory or the Comedy Store improvs
No.
to get where he
Cat
is right
either.
now. None of them cats did. So
And when
it's
they
like,
blew up,
you don't
they
really.
tried
Those clubs want you to think that you need to rely on them to get to that success,
Nah.
but you don't. But at the same time, they're capitalizing off of you and your hunger for comedy.
Oh,
you know what I
definitely.
mean? So that's what it is. It's just They're exploiting comedians. That's all.
business.
It almost
business,
feels like
man, I
to
get
get
it.
to that top tier, you all do have to go a different route. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because it feels like the top dogs, like all the dudes you just named, Cat, Kevin, like they kind of took their own route, and that's
Yeah.
what actually took them to the
Chappelle.
next level.
Right.
Chappelle, they didn't use the clubs.
Yeah,
No.
But it seems like
Who
Chappelle was in
tell
the
me,
clubs.
tell me one
Com-
comic that you can honestly say that they've give props to a club that made them successful.
Nigga, not since Sam Kiddiston and them niggas.
Right. Back in the days, yeah, you could
Yeah.
say that. Oh,
What about, like-
I give it up for
What
the
about like
comedy
Dane
store if it
Cook or
wasn't.
D'Elia? How about that? You don't think? The
D'Elia was bouncing around. It was his dad.
I think
But
D'Elia
D'Elia's
has he has it's He got father that's, I think he's a producer?
Yeah, big producer.
Yeah, big producer.
But he's
I think
funny.
that
I'll give him
helped.
that.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Yeah,
man.
he's-
I'm
he's-
like,
he's-
I'm
he's
one
really
of
I have
the
nothing
people
bad to say about that guy.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Nah,
I'm
he's
one
a
of the
cool
people
dude, too.
believe, man. Like it don't matter. Like it gives you a little bit of an advantage, but this industry, like you either got it or you don't.
Yeah, I've seen many people produce a kid.
Yeah, that's what
brothers
I'm
of
saying.
celebrities,
You
big
got it or
celebrity,
you don't.
miserably fail, colossal failures.
Then there's some.
Because it's millions of dollars being
of course,
exchanged. So if you suck, you suck.
I would
Like,
say you have maybe like a 15% advantage, a little bit. You have a little bit of advantage because you have a foot in the door. But if that foot don't produce,
Right.
they
It's a
gonna
done
kick
deal.
that
So
foot out.
Who have you seen that was linked to a name or something that didn't work?
I don't want to call you by that. It makes me feel
Oh,
bad.
nigga, I'm tired of this. You saving your career. You don't want shit on
Political.
nobody.
No, I mean,
First
you
of
know,
all,
'cause
you
they
think-
do nothing to me, man.
You made it sound like it was stupid, though. Man, you're saving your career, man. You ain't trying to you ain't trying to
Ruin your career,
I'm
nigga.
trying to get this nigga banned like
I'm gonna save a career I don't
Team
have.
ban over here.
Team ban, nigga. Hashtag ban.
Right.
That's what
Get
I
on this
said.
ban squad, nigga.
I say what?
You know what's so crazy? They don't even treat comics. The comedy clubs don't even treat comics how they used to treat them.
Nah.
As far as like just like understanding, hey, you guys keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Without us,
Yeah, that's
there
another
is
story.
nothing.
That's another story.
If
right
every
there,
comic started going to comedy spots, they would not have nothing to produce.
You know who treats comedians well? I gotta say,
Who?
Ice House.
Yeah, I have nothing better.
Ice
to say.
House.
Ice House.
I heard the Magic.
Shout out to Sean.
I've yet to be at the Magic Club. but I
Comedy
heard
Magic.
nothing.
Comedy Magic Club takes
I've-
good care of the
I
comedy.
haven't
Comedy
been
Magic
there,
Club.
but I heard they,
Yeah.
they
They're
treat
old school.
people.
They
Yeah.
have their old school approach.
They
I love
appreciate
that.
the comics.
I've only been to both of those
when you
places
go to a
one time.
comedy club and they charge you for your drinks and they charge you for food and they don't pay you for performing, yeah.
Who do that to you?
Ha 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 ha
Ice House will pay you,
Give you
feed
drinks?
give you more drinks than you need, and ask you, do you want more?
And he got a hand job
They
from a
handed
dude in the
me-
back.
But you know why?
So what, fool? Why you telling everybody?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know why?
What?
You know why they do?
What?
Because there ain't nothing else in that fucking area. So they
have
need
to,
they
yeah.
need the comedians to
To go
come
out
out
that
there
far.
to
No,
actually
but
be
you know
good
what though?
and come out.
Ice House, I would say. Would you? I mean, this is the question. Do you consider Ice House an A club or a B club?
B club.
B club.
Why? Just because their
But
location?
to me, it's the best B club.
Yeah,
Because their
it would be
location-
It's the worst A club or the
yeah.
best B
Yeah,
club.
but it's
You know
not
what I mean?
about that. It's about it's about the market of comedians out there.
They
If
got
they
good
don't,
names. They get great names.
no,
They
what
get
I'm saying
names.
is because they treat them right. If they did what the Ha Ha did or any other club does in Hollywood, they wouldn't,
Nobody
it
would be
wouldn't
out
survive.
there.
No
Yeah.
one would go. Like,
But
why
they
am I
could get
going
away
all
with
the
it
way
in
out there?
Pasadena if they wanted to.
They can catch a train. Oh, you can drive.
They could do that. I mean,
Yeah.
they, you know,
Come on, bro.
they already have a
What?
great reputation.
Like you already
Yeah,
know.
they're established. They're well established.
Oh,
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
well
but I
established.
think they established themselves from having that
good,
just
good.
constant, you know
good-
what I mean,
good-
just pampering of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
comedian. Where it's
Good
like you
relations.
just told
They
us,
building-
you were
they
like, yo,
building
the
good
Ice House
relations.
treat you right.
They
Like
do.
that's
Yeah.
what they need. Like if he was like, man, I don't really fuck with the Ice House. Who's really going up there? Like nah,
When
fuck
I
that.
went there the other day to the Ice House and I got a drink ticket, but I lost it. And I went to the bartender. I was like, "Yo, man, I lost my drink ticket." He's like, "No, don't worry. I'll give you another drink."
Cool,
You
bro.
can't do that at the Laugh Factory or at the Comedy Store or even the Improv. They'll look at you and be like, "Get the hell up out of here."
So,
You know?
so with this being said, you've been around the whole bubble doing this comedy thing, right?
Yeah,
So
pretty
you've
much.
been every country pretty much like that does comedy.
I've been to quite a few countries.
So how? What would name? Just to name off some comedy. These countries you've been to.
South Africa. I've been to Germany, been to Netherlands, I've been to Japan, I've been to the Mediterranean.
what was
which
the
is,
weirdest one?
Yeah.
I would have to say Afghanistan.
What happened?
Because of the war. And
You were there during the war?
taking the convoys and stuff like that through the deserts.
had a vest on?
Yeah, we wore Kevlar helmets.
You got a
everything.
helmet,
But did you get some pussy?
Sand pussy? No.
I know you had some crazy stories before you got married.
Probably crazier when I was married.
Wow.
But I'm not going to talk about that.
Don't out
this
yourself.
nigga
Don't out
here.
yourself.
Hey, look,
You all the reason why people become comics.
Fool either wants your
Nigga, all
fool
these-
either
My
wants
wife is
your
Salvadorian, okay? Very,
Listen.
very, very
Most of
jealous.
these
Very,
comics
very
wasn't
mean.
getting- Most of these comics wasn't getting pussy before comedy or getting love. So a lot of them jumped in because that was 50% of the reason why they wanted to do it. for the pussy and love.
Yeah. I got caught up though. I was living a double life, man. I was.
Look, you call it a double life. I could just call that a life.
Yeah, for you it's life, right.
Life.
But when you're married, it's a different story.
I mean, marry, schmarry, you know what I mean? Piece of paper, you know.
He really means this too. He's not playing. Well, you can tell he's
I mean, when I get married, it's done.
You ain't never been locked down. So it's like,
marriage,
I had a girlfriend. I kept it real
faithfulness,
with her.
all of these are just words.
No,
right to him. Yeah.
No. I had a girl out. That bitch didn't
how
play.
long
She was
was it?
Spanish.
How long was
It's
it?
gonna take a
5
beautiful
years.
Asian woman to lock
How
his
long
ass
ago was
down.
it when you had her though?
Oh, it was
y'all
5
together-
years ago.
5 years ago. Y'all had a relationship for 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years, yes.
And it was 5 years ago since y'all broke up?
Yes, 5-6 years, yes.
I can't
We
even
lived together,
imagine
everything.
being in a
She didn't play that shit. She showed up the comedy spot like,
Whooped your
nigga.
ass,
Right.
She popped me.
Get in the fucking car.
And she said it with an accent because she was Spanish.
Right.
Oh,
She said, man, she didn't play that shit.
Man, that shit will fuck you up, man.
What was she?
Stab
Puerto
you.
Rican?
No, she was Guatemalan.
okay.
She didn't play that
Stabbed your
shit.
ass, bro.
She be like, hey, why this bitch think you so funny? You ain't that funny. You funny.
Right.
That bitch laughing a little too much.
And I think that's another thing too. When you get married as a comic, it kind of hinders you because most of the audience members are women. So when they become attracted to you and they want to take pictures with you, then your wife is seeing this. Then it becomes a problem for you at home. You know what I
My
mean?
wife is cool with it.
Does it matter with your comic material? Does that hinder it? Because you know, hey, where did this story come from? That ain't.
Well, no, I never get that from her though. Nah, because she never really comes out to hear me perform.
But
anyway,
if she
so
did,
But if she did,
it's like, where you
Would
get
she
your
be
dick sucked?
surprised?
When you get your dick
she would
sucked?
want to know if some of my shit is true, which is most of my stuff is true. You know, of course, as comics, you got to talk about your life, but then you add a little twist to it, you know, to make it funny. But most of it is true, you know.
Yeah. So obviously you have got plenty of groupie love. I mean, has drugs ever been an element? Like,
I mean, I used to do cocaine like a
nigga wasn't for comedy. I wouldn't try cocaine.
Hey,
nigga.
cocaine made me funnier.
Have
Actually,
you ever done coke?
Many times.
Have you ever tried coke?
I've actually only done it twice.
Really?
Yeah.
You being this light skin?
but hey, listen,
I was
though.
about to say, man.
But doing it as a
wow.
comedian though, it's like. Man, it gives you like superpowers.
Oh, I ain't never,
Good.
done,
Ain't never
I ain't never
done,
done that
man.
shit on
They-
stage.
I
mean, man.
I was destroying the stage when I was on cocaine.
Y'all do that shit on stage?
Not on stage
I
before you go on
bombed, nigga.
stage. You do it in the bathroom or you do it in the green room.
Or in the comedy store. In the comedy
Hold
store.
on,
Don't do it
y'all.
on stage. You be like, hold on, y'all mind if I do a rail real
Y'all-
quick
y'all gonna
before I
love
deliver this punchline?
Nigga, the third time I ever did coke was in the comedy store, on
yeah.
stage.
I mean, you
it
know-
wasn't a show, but it was everybody.
I'm gonna tell you
on
something.
stage.
That carpet they had in the main room, that old ass carpet, was
Nigga,
probably packed with cocaine.
Nigga, you could at least an ounce off that bitch.
Oh,
Shut
yeah.
down an entire
I seen
club
residue
on
a
coke,
lot.
bro.
Yeah, but it made me funnier, man. It's weird how it enhances your talent.
You have no
I mean,
fear. That's the
Have
thing.
you ever
don't.
That's
fucked
the thing.
in the
Yeah.
comedy store?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll get his ass in trouble, man.
I'm just trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
this
I
is what
know.
the people want to hear.
Who
What people do
either
wanna
wants
hear.
your
I
marriage
can most
in
certainly
shambles?
guarantee you my wife is not going to hear this.
Yo, but listen, I can tell you this.
I can help
Every comic that at least the last 10 years before them have fucked in the comedy store.
Yeah.
Nigga, it was just-
They kind of put a clamp on that right now.
Yeah,
So
them
they
niggas
locking
still
doors now, you know.
and they section off shit. Nigga,
Yeah.
the old crease spots ain't there.
Yeah.
Who knew every one of those spots was
Nigga, everybody's nigga.
But that was the coolest thing about the Comedy Store.
You can be you.
There's no club in the world like the Comedy Store.
Cause you could be you. You could go there and chill. Anybody.
Yeah.
That's what made the comedy store. You felt at home.
Yeah, you can't.
You wanted to be a home club because you could just go there and chill, even if you want to go out.
Right.
I used to bring bitches there just to drink.
Is this
Right.
nostalgia?
No, that's how much respect I used to have for the store, and that's why it hurts.
When
that,
you got kicked out?
no,
the
not
club?
even the fact I could tell. The fact that it became what it became.
Oh.
That's what hurts.
Yeah.
But you said
So would it hurt if it was still the same? And you
No,
was
I
banned?
mean just some of the things that were honored and respected was still held up with that respect
Right.
and treated the way they were treated.
But you have to also understand that they were going under. You know what I mean? So they had to make some drastic changes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they
what?
had to
Bring a
they had
bunch
to-
of bum ass niggas on
They had
stage.
to put a tight niche on that place.
Oh, but okay, get rid of coke and the sex. All right, I get it.
No,
but
don't get
come
rid
on,
of
these
that.
bum ass niggas
No,
that
that
getting
wasn't,
passed.
that wasn't the problem. Problem wasn't the coke and the sex. The problem was
the lack of comment, the lack of talent.
They needed
Motherfuckers
I
to
learned really
add.
quickly. It's not about funny though.
and
it's not about funny
and
anymore.
Tommy was nigga,
How is it
and
not
the-
going to be about funny?
And
guys?
Tommy, the
It's
nigga,
weird stand-up comedy, but it's not about funny.
You know the sad thing about the whole Tommy situation is
he was getting money for years.
Yeah,
off
but
them
see,
niggas.
he was making me look like a bad person. At the same time, he was robbing the place. So now it's like now that he's gone and he left this,
Wait,
this
you gotta
sort
get
of
some. You gotta
You
get
still
some
a bad
context.
person.
You
How
gotta
does he
get
make?
some
How did he
context
make you
to
look
that.
like a bad
That's
person?
what I'm
because
saying.
he would go behind my back and talk about me. You know what I mean? He talk to Mitzi about me. You know what I mean? Brian Holtzman told me all this stuff. You know what I mean?
A lot
So
of
it's
people
like
Doc got
yeah.
it
So now
for
it's
years.
like yeah.
That's
So
because
it's
you're a real black dude.
yeah. I was yeah exactly.
With a
That's
real
why I was-
black name.
What's that supposed to mean, bro?
Because your name is fucking Austin and you half a nigga.
He
You real black
tarnished.
dude.
Tommy tarnished my name while he was there. He
Tarnished.
ran my He tarnished my name
you
while
fuck
he was
somebody
there.
you like or something?
Huh?
No,
Did
he's
you
just
fuck-
black.
Did you do something?
I didn't do anything to him.
You may not know
he had
you
an
did something.
objective to come there
Yeah, I was
and
about
get
to
rid
say.
of the black folks and whoever else he didn't want to have there. So that's what he was trying
You
to
think
do.
he was a
And he
white
did it.
supremacist?
Probably.
Oh no, he was a fact.
Oh, he
it was a
can't-
fact university.
But this wasn't the recording when he used the word nigga.
I
Yes,
believe
it was.
so.
Yeah,
Matter
it
of
was.
fact, there was a situation where one of the guys, Mark, I forgot his last name, but this dude, he took some people upstairs to the belly room to Nichelle's show. And as he was coming downstairs, Tommy ran up on him and was like, well, why did you take those people over there to that nigger show? And this is what Mark told me. He says, man, I can't believe he even said that to me. You know what I mean? And it kind of just threw me off. And now I knew what I was facing. So when I heard that, I knew I had to change my game strategy as far as trying to deal with him. And I just went straight to his face. I said, listen, I know what you up to. And I said, I will fuck you up before I leave this place.
Did you fuck him up?
No, I didn't have to because they fired him.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny?
Did you
Look,
fuck him
when
up?
someone introduced me to Tommy when I was like 2 or 3 months in.
And when he said,
he was
"Hi,
so
nice
nice
to meet you."
No, he was really cool. He was very, very kind. He saw me on stage. He said nice things, whatever, right?
Was he eating with
No,
chopsticks? Was he eating with chopsticks?
He was very cool. Then he saw me with Big Mike.
Oh,
And then no more until that point. He was like, "Hey Dante, how'd your last set go? Is it good? You know, you have really good energy up there, and whatever." He just said whatever nice
Big
thing.
Mike fucked you over with a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. It's all good.
I fuck with Mike though.
I don't get. You know, what? I don't give a fuck because I have no problem with that dude. I mean, people, you know what I mean. You know what it is? I say this about Big Mike right now. Like, he's not a bad guy. No. He just when he feels wrong, he just overreacts.
Oh, very much.
That's it's plain and simple. What it is. He's not a bad guy. And you know what? I mean, see the shit that clubs get away with other people. You get away with little shit. I see different clubs not paying people their money. Mike just ain't gonna play with that shit. He ain't gonna play with. He ain't gonna
Mike
play it
will
around.
smack the
You
shit out
can't
you.
do that shit to Mike. And then now he looks like a crazy guy, which he is a crazy guy. I'm sorry, Mike, but you're a little crazy. But you know what? I can never say whenever I seen him act out, I never say it was unjustified. It was it was too much. He overreacted maybe, but it was never just for no reason. He's not just coming in acting crazy. You know what I mean?
I vouch for that.
Yeah, I can't really say
I vouch for that.
and I don't know. And then you know what? Big Mike looked out for me. I'm not gonna. I think it's a phony shit to act different in front of certain people. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna be like, yo. You know what I mean? We're in front of this person. Now I'm gonna act like I don't know this person. Nah, this person looked out for me. You know? I mean,
So you never style.
huh?
You never style.
I don't even know what you're saying.
You got to break out the food dictionary, son.
There's always somebody bringing some food dictionary shit. Man. Just stop talking to me, nigga. Don't talk to me. No more.
Everybody
People say that about him.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
talk to
funny.
me then, nigga.
Sometimes.
Was
You
the
can't.
food
We're in a
dictionary
podcast
at?
together. We have no choice.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. Then keep it on that side, nigga.
This is
Why you so
Right here, we're on Food TV.
Why you so sensitive, fool?
I'm not sensitive. I'm passionate.
No, that's being sensitive.
No, it's not.
Little bit,
No,
little
it's
bit.
not. That's not even a synonym of the fucking word.
Use
nigga.
it in a sentence.
Nigga, you use you in a sentence, motherfucker.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
bro.
You use Austin in a sentence. You use
You in a sentence.
you.
It's a good reply.
If I were you, I would go the other way.
Yes.
So you go. So this gets back to you. So currently you're on Laugh Tracks.
Yeah,
Right?
laugh tracks on
Laugh
True
Mouth, Laugh
TV.
Track on
Yeah.
True TV.
You on-
Yeah, they
Check-
picked up. They
check him out.
actually, that's a blessing, man. You know, to be on anything. You know what I'm saying? But they used two of my bits. Actually, one I written about my wife meeting her mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the whole
I know that bit.
It's called Proposal.
Oh, yeah,
bit.
Proposal.
And then they did the doctor one, the one I do my.
Oh,
Any of them
yeah,
in your
that's-
area?
That's a good one.
I think the one, the doctor one should be airing probably next week or the week after. But
That's
then,
cool, man.
True
They got
TV,
you
check
too.
him out. You know, he'll be
I'm
on
in
there.
that bitch too. You know what I mean? My shit air next month. Yeah, I didn't even
which
know.
one did you do?
For real?
I did 3.
Which one?
And I actually do the next year, next
Terrible
season.
at promotion, nigga.
Nigga, cause real shit. They had me as a roach, nigga.
Yeah, man, you didn't tell
I
nobody.
played.
You didn't tell
Right.
nobody.
Yeah, I didn't tell nobody, but I'm on there.
Okay.
I got a couple checks from niggas. Cause I don't be bragging, nigga. I'm just food.
It's
You know what
not
I mean, baby?
bragging, fool.
Nah,
Look at him now. Look at him now.
Oh, shit,
turning purple now. He looking turning purple now.
I can't do that. Cause I tried.
Color change with that.
Nah, basically, nigga, not with this recent hairline.
I was about to say,
You just lost 10 years doing that shit.
Yeah. Where your hairline at, though?
No, right here,
he
baby.
stopped.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that. That shit shallow up top.
So what?
Yeah, the only nigga that's really living there is Olsen, his little fucking Duke ass hairstyle.
Fucking Drake hair.
Yeah,
shit.
Drake ass
Why
nigga.
gotta be all
You
of
ain't
that?
shit without your beard, nigga. You probably look
It's all this
weird.
hair hate.
I can't say anything.
They got plenty of shit for y'all to get over that.
What?
Like Rogaine.
That shit
That
don't
shit
Been
work.
don't
out
work.
for a long
That shit
time.
That shit don't
Have you
work.
tried
shit
it?
don't
You
work.
tried
Nigga,
it?
I know
shit
people
don't
that
work.
tried it.
I've tried that shit.
Yo, can you see
I can't believe they still on the market.
Something that happened. So I went to Dante house one late last night. He had that follicle shit, and the nigga put the shit on my hair, nigga, put my hairline up. For that night, I felt 23, nigga. I was
Yeah.
smiling. I was
Hey, you should have
FaceTiming
saw.
bitches.
Hey, you should have saw the way he fell
I was
asleep.
like, yeah.
Hey, you get to this
He
is
fell. Hey, he
this fool
fell.
doing all night. Woo! Hey,
Hey,
Nigga, I never seen that close.
Hey, he
I
fell.
had to use a lot of spray too. Goddamn, I used damn near half
had
the
a-
bottle.
And he hit it with it, and the thing he gave me a shape up. He put the cards on my face.
It looked like you
My
was
shit
shake weight.
crisp,
You
nigga.
was out here.
My shit was so
Hey,
crisp.
he used a crutch to prop his head up so he didn't lay on the pillow. To
I don't
mess
know
it up.
about that shit.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, you did.
That bottle cost $20.
And
I had
I
to
use-
use at least $12 on this motherfucker's head.
You right. But you had about 5 bottles, niggas. You still use it.
That's because I got a wholesale price.
Man, just coughed the shit out.
Oh,
So sorry.
see, look, you spit
Coughed
two of
into his
them
head and
fucking
shit
regular
just
ass
went
lips.
right into my eye. I'm
Oh,
like,
who else got some
Yeah,
lips?
So sorry.
Nah, he
So
did.
sorry.
Yes.
You thought it was him.
What's
he was
next?
like, how did
what-
I do it?
What's the next on the agenda?
Okay.
That's like, man,
oh
come
yeah.
on, bro.
And you've been in this game for 25 years.
Right.
Of course, you got to take yourself out the equation. Who is the hardest person you've seen crush the stage in your 25 years?
The hardest person?
Who got the loudest laughs?
Let's see.
I would have to say, I've seen Earthquake perform.
Man, Earthquakes.
He's a beast.
He's a monster.
beast.
but
Live.
but Chris Tucker was phenomenal, bro. He
Really?
was.
I've heard that a lot.
He was a show. He was. It was like he only had like 7 minutes, man. And I would see him come in and destroy the room
I'm
and
pissed
leave
off, man.
and leave on a standing ovation.
Of 7 minutes.
7
7
minutes,
minutes,
bro.
bro.
Just killing them.
I've
7
never even seen that in life.
Right.
seen
When a
that,
person
man.
gets a standing O of 7 minutes.
Every
Whoa,
time.
nigga, do that again?
Every time.
Do
I
that
saw it.
again?
No.
Well, you
every
let the top
time.
back.
No, you trying to do a callback?
And did you do a thing where you used to bet? You guys used to bet who would laugh first when he was on stage?
No.
So somebody told me that they would, whenever Chris Tucker got on stage, they could even the comedians couldn't help but laugh.
Yeah.
So they would bet.
I mean,
Like,
I
they'd
would-
bet like
I would-
$20 who would laugh first.
I would try not to laugh at him because I've seen him so many times, but it was just something I couldn't hold in. It was uncontrollable.
That's crazy.
And I
You see that?
always wanted to have that. You know what I mean? And that's why when I wrote
He just
my
has a lot of
material,
natural.
when I
He has
performed-
a natural spark.
Yeah.
that's
and I think
like
it had a lot to
undeniable.
do with the poppy eyes and
Yeah.
him being all animated.
And his
on
voice,
stage
his
and
voice, and
yeah.
he plays that stereotype black dude so well. That dude that's a little ignorant from the hood,
Yeah.
uneducated. He plays that dude so well.
Right.
Da-da-da-da-da.
But I would just have to say him. And then it was Robin Williams, man. I had to follow him one night, man.
I was just looking at clips of him last night, bro.
I had to follow him one night at the Comedy Store, and he came in on a standing ovation,
Oh,
killed it, and left on a standing ovation.
How long did he do?
He only did like maybe 10 minutes because he was
Okay.
preparing for like the Oscars, I think, or the Golden Globes or something he was going to host that year. And he just went in and worked on his set, man. And I'm telling you, man, it was incredible.
You once told me that following Robin Williams gave you just all the confidence you needed to believe in
It
yourself.
did. It actually, because I used to be afraid to follow certain cats, but then it was like after going up after him, I was like, you know what, I can pretty much
Don't
follow
ever be
anybody.
afraid, comedians, if you listen, don't be afraid to follow that dude.
Anybody.
Because it'll make you forever. Like Yoursie gave him supreme confidence for the rest of his career.
So other than Pryor, then who was the most inspirational comedian for you then? Because everybody say Pryor.
I'm like, I started off doing stand up like as a quirky type of cat, you know what I mean? So I like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was more of an inspiration because, he had that it was like no fear to just do whatever he wanted to do on stage. You know what I mean?
Man,
And
you know a lot of motherfuckers. Like you seen them grow and become who they are.
well, not Jim.
Not Jim?
I came like when Chris Tucker just started blowing.
Okay.
And Robin Harris had just passed away, I think.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah. He
right after Mo Better Blues.
yeah. So Jim Carrey's like those guys come from the 80s. You know, all those guys. But he was. I used to watch him in Living Color, man, and he was just.
So you started in the 90s, right?
I started in 93.
93. Okay.
Yeah.
How old were you, Austin?
I was
swimming in
25.
somebody's sack, huh?
6 years old.
6 years old, bro.
You was 6?
I was when I was in high school.
Oh, the
I was
crazy
14,
thing
15.
is,
I was in high school.
15.
No, I was in middle school.
15.
Middle school.
This
93
fool
or
met
15,
me when I
78.
was like
Yeah, I graduated
9 years
14.
old.
Me too.
Yeah, like
You
I came out to
graduated
visit. I came out to visit my aunt on the set of 101, and he saw, like, he told me at the he was like, "Yo, I think I met you before," and I was like, "No, I'm 100% sure no one in this circuit has ever met me before." He was like, "Nah, I definitely met you. I met you and your brother and your sister when y'all came." I was like, "Damn," because I thought he was my age.
I met him on set.
I was like, "This motherfucker old as hell."
Hey, I remember him
what?
as a kid when you were, so at that time, I was 24, so you were about 18, 17 probably. We were about 8 years apart. So you looked like you were 12. I thought he was a 12.
Still look like he's 12.
Yeah, I was about
And
to
until,
say,
I didn't know he
still
was
look like-
12
You know,
till later on.
he looked like Five-O.
Like,
You look like Five-O, my nigga. Sing the song for us.
and you'd be that spider that was in. That's because they know what I'm
Shots
talking
fired.
about too.
Yeah, but I don't
didn't
know the
see that
spider. I
one.
know
You
Five-O.
didn't
I know
you didn't
Five-O.
see that
Five-O's
one
cute,
coming,
though.
did you?
I
He said
know
food looked
Five-O
like
was
that
a
spider
rat.
with a receding hairline.
You called him a cute rat then.
No, I
That's
just
what-
called him a
Only
rat.
spider with a receding hairline.
Yeah, that was cute. That was cute, the barge ass nigga. Oh, light skin ass nigga.
Instead of balding spider.
I'm not balding. I'm basically bald. My hairline's shot.
It's done. There's
I'm
no more
honest with my shit.
There's no more digression.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
Danteing it.
When you guys I don't know why I think it's so funny when you grow your shit and you bald and you have the George Jefferson. I did
Yoursie got that right now.
not really because he shit cuts it down.
No,
Skills
right
Hudson
now
got
he
that.
take off that hat.
Oh,
Skill Hudson
that's
got
what he
that.
saw. That's what
I-
you saw earlier. He was like, "Do it again." He was like, "No."
No,
Skill Hudson got that.
but
shit.
that's part of Skills act.
Skills,
Yeah.
his shit is it Skills shit like the George Jefferson?
Yeah, officially yes. That's a part
and
of
he
his act.
makes it where he somehow does something to it where it looks even funnier. Because he grows it and it looks all nappy, and then he got this
Right.
big ass ball spot.
Because he cleans the ball
But
spots.
he makes it clean, and the rest of his head is just
He puts a line around it. Like,
yeah, he keeps it real clean.
Terrible, bro.
it looks like he takes care of it.
he owns it. Nigga, he ain't going nowhere without a hat.
I haven't seen Skills in so
He's in
long.
Vegas right now. I saw Skills
He moved
not
to
too long.
Vegas,
Yeah,
right?
he moved to Vegas.
I believe so,
I'm
yeah.
gonna see him next month.
Yo, let me ask you this, and this I'm not gonna try to put you in like trouble or anything, but is there anybody who you seen where you felt like they fell off? Like you saw them and you're like, "Damn, son, I thought you were gonna be way bigger than what you were," and then it's just you ain't even here no more.
Nigga, you probably got a list, huh? Because I know a lot of people stop.
You don't think about that. I don't think about that.
You know,
though.
sometimes I pop up.
Sometimes when people disappear, you totally forget about them until you see them again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's with me.
Yes.
you
out
know,
of sight,
but-
out of mind.
You ain't never
Yo,
ran
no.
into somebody at like the grocery store.
Think about your
like,
first
"Damn,
comedy
you
crew.
bagging
Who
up?"
was your first comedy crew? Are they still around?
I never really had a crew.
See, I had a crew. Only
I
person still
didn't.
around is Big Mike.
Big Mike.
I never
Big
really,
Mike, it was Slop, Rob Jones, JJ Rob. There was one other
Y'all
dude.
sound
They
like
all
a hip-hop
stopped.
group.
They all stopped except for
Yeah, I
Big
never.
Mike.
I started out pretty much on my own, and continue to do it that way.
wolf.
Yeah, man. Pretty much. I don't know, man. I'm not a cliquish person. I was never like that in
But
school.
you have friends though, like people. You have your friends.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I consider you a friend now.
Yeah.
You know, all you guys are friends. You know what I mean?
See, that's Hollywood though, man.
do you
It's
mean?
not low.
But you
But
helped Dante.
you're really cool. You were different from all the guys when I first started because you're willing to extend your advice, your time, and try to
Right.
help the new comedians that came in. You know, not just me. You know, when you do that too, I said it a little earlier, but I really appreciate that. I still appreciate that, and I think you help I think you help you actually help comedy by doing that.
You know why I do
you
that?
helping to get shortcuts.
But a lot of OGs don't even do that today.
When I was coming up, I used to ask a lot of cats, man, like for advice, but they wouldn't give me any advice or anything, bro. You know what I mean? It was like one time, he's a big name now, but I even approached this cat, man, and asked him, and
Name names in this book, bruh.
Nigga, this,
We can't publish it without the names,
yeah,
cuz.
this unprofessional. Stop being
It's
professional.
completely unprofessional, bruh.
What you saying? He gonna hurt you now.
I'm gonna say this though.
Nick Cannon, we tied. No,
No, I mean shit on Precious and shit, Nick.
nah, yeah. You didn't want to help. You didn't want to help Yoursie out.
Nick.
Nick was 13 stealing jokes, not helping Yoursie out. We want that meal, Nick.
I mean, I've went to all these cats. I've approached Nick before. I've approached a lot of cats, man. That to Nick, Mike Epps. Mike Epps almost got me fired from my job one time.
Why? What happened?
I used to work for this place called Laser Pacific, and a project of his came through, and it was like all tapes or whatever. And I had access to him, and I could see him or whatever. And then I think I saw Mike at a club. And I told him, I said, yo, Mike, man, your project came through my job. He was like, where you work at? I said, I work at Laser Pacific. He's like, nigga, my shit better not get out on the streets. I was like, yo, nigga, I ain't like that. That's when bootlegging was popular and shit. But, I understand that coming from him, but I wanted to make sure I reassure him that, dude, I'm not that dude. I won't do that shit to your material. So then next thing you know, I go to work the next day. They call me in the office, and they were like, yeah, Mike Epps people called me and told me that you told him that you had his stuff or whatever, and we wanted to let you know that, we don't want any of that stuff to get out of here. So I was like, yo.
So he basically called you a thief.
Yeah.
No, he was just paranoid. I don't think you can't really accuse somebody at that point,
Well, I saw my job on the line.
So crazy? I remember back in the day, if like now, is you steal somebody's joke, it is what it is. You just gotta eat it or you gotta have a conversation. Back then, they used to fight.
Yeah. It used to be.
So you saw a lot of good fights.
Yeah.
I've saw some motherfuckers get upset over niggas doing their shit. I remember one time being in there. This nigga here with the Who and shit.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
I remember one time it was like, I think it was Arnez J and Bruce. They both had a joke that was similar to each other. And one time Bruce was up on stage at the Improv performing it, and then Arnez J walk in like he was shocked to see him doing his material. So people was saying Arnez J was known for stealing.
Yeah, I walked in the game, people say, you steal your shit and make it funny.
Right.
Make it funny.
He was notorious for doing that.
Take it and make it funnier.
He would take, and of course we already know, what's his name? The Mexican dude?
Mendiaz.
Carlos.
Damn.
But but it was pretty much the same thing with him. He'll take your joke, dude, and he'll make your shit look more animated and exciting. He'll take it to an extreme level.
All I need is a good premise, cuz.
Crazy thing is, of course, if a good comedian, if you're naturally good, naturally funny, if you steal someone, of course it's gonna be better because you took everything they developed and now you're adding your own sense to it.
Right.
But where's the sense of pride at, though? I can never tell. I can never tell another person's joke because I feel like, yo, I'm the funniest.
Right.
So if I'm taking somebody else's shit, that means I'm not the funniest.
But let me say this: you never know, man, because some minds think alike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I know.
it was put to me simple as this: if you share the same idea with someone else, it's about who does it the best.
Or who does it first.
And not even who does it first, who does it the best.
I've seen a joke where two people where you could tell they stole it from each other, and I also seen two people you could tell just parallel thinking just by the way the punchline drops.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
You kind of
safe.
tell.
I had a concept.
What? The black ass gum.
You so safe.
I had a concept where it was a stupid joke where I said my brother didn't want to fly to come out and see me, so he took a train, but a plane crashed into the train, whatever. But then I went to New York and I saw another comic doing the same bit, exactly word for word. So right there was just an eye opener for me to not even sweat this small shit. You know what I mean? Because great minds do think alike.
Okay, somebody stole it. Put him in the truck. How would you feel?
Oh, we fighting.
There's certain ones. It's always
Put him
certain
in the
ones.
truck. That's the one that made me like Yoursie.
Like
that,
See, that's something you can't take.
and the
You can't
paraplegic.
take that one.
You can't take that. You know,
You can't take that. You can't
Put him
take.
in the truck.
You can't take paraplegic. You
can't take that, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like
We're-
most of the time, people stealing jokes that are vague and ambiguous premises where even if you say it, like if they're not going word for word verbatim on it, like it's impossible to prove.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you could go all day and just be like, nah, because, like, they were saying that the Mencia dude, he been stealing for a while. And people were saying he was stealing for a while. And he'll just refute that shit and be like, nah, I ain't do that shit.
But it took the internet and it took Rogan to put those two together for him.
Yeah, Rogan was not happy about that.
It was the internet that helped.
Rogan was so mad at that, bro.
Right.
Steal other people's shit. Like, he's one of the whitest people.
Shit.
Well, see,
Rogan is one of the
Carlos
whitest
was known for taking his openers material.
Who?
Carlos.
Yeah.
He was taking his
Bobby
openers
But
material,
I heard that's what a lot of OGs do. I mean, they'll take you on road and, you know, there's still some of your youth and your mannerisms and, you know, it keeps them fresh.
Like funny people.
But that was the sacrifice.
Yeah.
That was a terrible
For being a feature?
No,
For
nigga,
being
it
an
happened to
opener?
me. Nigga, yeah.
For being an opener, that's a sacrifice?
That's what I was taught. I mean, I was saying I was taught, that's what I saw.
Brought it on yourself.
Well, guys, we're out of time.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Not again.
Yoursie Thomas,
Stop
Austin Hall.
patting niggas
Yo,
on the back.
yo.
Yoursie Thomas, thank you for coming in.
Yoursie.
There it is.
We appreciate y'all.
Thanks, man.
Good night.
Thanks. Yo, follow me on the gram, yo. I'm on the gram instantly.
At what?
At what, bruh?
Yoursie Thomas.
All right. I'm at my...
Can't tell people
I'm
to
at
follow
my
you
bad
on the gram
food.
and not tell them
It's
where.
my name.
Just at my name. Just
Dante.
what you
That's
gotta
it.
do.
At Austin Rivers Austin Hall.
Austin Rivers.
They both light skinned shit.
I
You
was
pick
about to
one.
At Deadliest Skin Johnson. Good night, y'all. That's all right. All right,
Yeah.
man. And out.